Hello friends, in this very moment, we are now about to conduct an interview with Ma'am Juby Silgas. We have prepared a few questions in order to know, to have the information, how she managed well her business, and also how did she cope the challenges, she raised the funds, and how did she serve her customers in a good way and in a healthy way. Let's go!
Hi, good morning, Sir Michael. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity you have given to me. By the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Joby Onyola Salgas. I am a former overseas Filipino workers back from 2014 to 2021, I think. 2021. Me and my husband were both OFWs, and then after quite sometimes we decided to be here in the Philippines. Well, apologies for a bit noisy background.
Hello ma'am, what was your driving force to become an entrepreneur?
For the first question that you have asked, so what was your key driving force? You know, I always believe that when God will open doors, you really have just to grab the chance when God opened doors. For us, the driving force was the pandemic. Pandemic opened us a lot of opportunities that made us realize that, hey, it's about time. It's about time to start. It's about time to step at the Jordan River. You know, being an entrepreneur is always a gift. I always believe that every one of us will have the capacity to become an entrepreneur. It's the intelligent quotient that we are using, but not everyone has the heart, the courage to step up. So for us, the driving force was the opportunity, and what we see was given to us during the pandemic is really a very good opportunity. Well, in our case, our business was a construction supply, and we are living in a remote area, and the people at the time doesn't have the chance or are very secluded to go outside the urban and to buy their construction supplies. So for us, why not start it just little by little until it's just when God will bless you, you cannot control what God can give us.
How did you raise funding from your venture?
So how did you raise funding? For us, you really have to have a fund, and that is good to us because we were both OFWs for quite some time. Now, for me, I've been an OFW for 8 years, and my husband also was an OFW for 7 years. So that savings that we use, actually, we don't have a huge savings. But of course, you really need to have that source before you can start.
How do you build a successful customer base?
Successful customer care. Well, successful customer care, you always need to build that trust with your customers. It's very important. Building of trust, and that's how it should be, because customers will not just come into your store to buy once. For instance, they will buy some nails, but then if they found that you're not just even smiling at them, you're not just even asking or giving your suggestion, I doubt that they will come back, because people also are looking at your heart. And that's what we believe in, sir.
What motivates you to pursue and sustain your business?
What motivates me to continuously sustain the business is the opportunity to give work to other people. In our area, having work or getting a job that will sustain also your family is quite a challenge, because most of the people are farmers, and of course not all wants to be in an agricultural sector, with all due respect with that. But because you can give, although we are not, we are not paying a high salary job, those people can still have a way of living because of it. And I could say that really that is my driving force, that our business could be used by God in order also to bless other families as well.
What is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
My favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur is the opportunity to meet a lot of people, the opportunity to be a way that God can be used in blessing other people, and of course my family time. Because of this, I was able to bond with my family also, although we are busy, but it's really a blessing, and that's my favorite part of becoming an entrepreneur. You know, when you are handling money and you are counting your coins, you're like a little mathematician, and really it's an enjoyable part. Although it also have a lot of stress with it, but it's really it's fun and enjoyment, a lot of enjoyment, I should say.
What would you say are the top 3 skills needed to be a successful entrepreneur?
What could be the top 3 skills that you need to be successful? For me, you need to sharpen this, your intelligent quotient. You also need to toughen this, which is your what we call this one, emotional quotient. And you need to have a PR also, good personal relation with others. That's for me top 3, which is really very important. You need to really establish how to have that good connection with the other people, because as what I've said earlier, everybody can have that money, but not everyone can have that heart in how to reach out people.
How has being an entrepreneur affected your family life?
For the next question, that as to how it affects my family, if God did not give this business to us, maybe I am still away from my family. So it affects us positively, because when we started to have that business, I now have the chance to go home. Had it not because of this, maybe I am still an overseas Filipino worker at this time, having a long distance relationship with my husband and my kids. So it affects us positively. It gives us the freedom now. Although I could say that we are all tired, we are all busy, me and my husband are really busy juggling business and family at the same time, but I could say that it gives us a freedom from an 8 to 5 hour job.
As an entrepreneur, who has been your greatest inspiration?
Our greatest inspiration is our kids. We wanted to provide a good life and a good future to them. So they are our greatest inspiration, why we continuously strive into this business.
If you were to write a book about yourself, how would name it and why?
If I were to write a book, the title would be Step into the Jordan River, because had it not for the courage that God had given to us, we will not be able to start our business. So when opportunity strikes, go for it, step for it. No matter how huge it might seem to be, you just have to step it and let God do the rest. So,
and how do you define success?
how do I define success? For me, I always believe that success are composed of a lot of factors, and everyone could be successful, and you can have I always told myself that you can have a lot of millions in your hand and still you are not happy. So for me, becoming successful is how you have that contentment to your heart. You could be successful already, just by starting your own business. You can you can deem to be successful already when you are happy with your family. So being successful or defining successful is somehow your own personal experience, the joy that you have into your heart. Once you're contented, you are successful, because not everyone who are very rich and who are very the community people will always say, oh, they are really, really successful because they have this, they have that. But for me, if you're not happy with what you're doing, you're not successful. So it lies within your heart.
What a very wonderful answers, ma'am. We're so very blessed that we have heard your experience on how to manage your business, as well the challenges, and we are so very glad to say thank you, because you give us an inspiring experience for us to be more hope as we continue our journey, whether we can be an entrepreneur someday, or we can be proceed to our respective provisions when we manage our home, the financials, as entrepreneur. And we're so very glad once again that we have you this afternoon and having a conversation or interview in an interview.
So thank you once again, Sir Michael, for this wonderful opportunity to share what I've been through and what we've been through, and how God is very good to His people. So thank you once again, and God bless you all.
May the Lord will bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much.